Hey everyone! Thank you for joining me today. I'm so happy to see you guys. This is again an opportunity for me to share my thoughts and, of course, in the process, learn more about you guys and also discover how you guys cope with life. My name is Rachel, and this is your Life Sketch, where we help you redesign your life one step at a time. But this is the big question. Are you well? Today's topic is going to be very exciting because I will guide you through a self assessment process. Guys, read this with me. Health is a state of body, wellness is a state of being. I want you guys to think about this. Do you agree? In order to be happy and be successful in life, there has got to be balance. So, these are the dimensions of wellness. Why do we need to understand these dimensions deeper? There has to be, you need to develop all these dimensions. You can't just focus on one or two. So, if physical wellness, are you physically healthy? You take care of yourself physically. Okay, so, I want you guys to assess yourself. When we talk about physical wellness, it's not just, uh, doing workouts, but it's being able to get through every day without undue fatigue or physical stress. Okay? When you do an activity and you feel like, oh, you can't bend properly because there's a backache or whatever, then, which happens to me all the time, then I would say I'm not physically well. Or sometimes, we get engaged in daily workouts, but we don't do it as religious. Okay, so think about that. It doesn't mean that because you're not sick, you're 100% physically well. Let's move to financial wellness. Do you guys track your expenses? Yes, good. Do you prepare a budget and actually follow it? Good. I'm seeing yeses. Do you have a savings account? Or do you have an emergency fund? Are you satisfied about your current financial situation? Or do you wish it's better? Let's go to the third one. When we talk about social wellness, okay, this is maintaining positive connections. This is not just all about networking and going out. Sometimes we think, oh, social wellness is not my priority. It's just going out on gimmicks. It's not that. It's having and maintaining positive connections with your friends, family, colleagues, and others. Okay, you may not see a person for a long time, but when you see each other, you know that you can talk to them. The relationship is very much alive. That's social wellness. Okay, your questions. Are you friendly and outgoing? Do you have one constant set of friends or do you have multiple sets of friends? That is social wellness. Now let's talk about spiritual wellness. I think, okay, spiritual wellness to some, let's just clarify it's not about religion because we may have different religions, but when it comes to spirituality, we understand each other, we do some practices, same practices, right? So this is really more on being connected to a higher power. Okay. And under spiritual wellness, I want to mention about intuition because it's really, you know that you are spiritually well when you believe in yourself and you trust that uh, God or a higher being has got your back. Okay. So assess yourself. Do you feel that you are being guided to the right opportunities and decisions? Do you hear that voice that's telling you, like, I think this is what you should do? You should consider this. Or do you believe that you are being directed towards your goal or that you are fulfilling your purpose in life? Now let's go to The next dimension, which is emotional wellness. Okay, emotional wellness, this simply refers to how you feel inside. I remember most of you said top one that needs to be worked on or most important is emotional wellness. So being aware and understanding your feelings, you're able to express it properly, right? Being emotionally stable allows you to face the challenges, makes you resilient. Okay? So how do we gauge? Are you right now, are you sad or are you happy? Okay, because how you feel, sad or happy, it greatly affects your health, right? So sometimes uh, it appears in our physical state, what we feel inside. That's why they say you have to let it out, right? Learn to express yourself. Bring out your emotion. Giddy, I love this. Okay. Are there times when, okay, probably when you're at work, do you always feel like cranky or do you always get mad easily? Right? So that's a sign that emotional wellness needs to be worked on. People who are always negative, that means they need to address something emotional. Okay? So that's coming from somewhere else. All right. Intellectual wellness. Who among you like enrolled in courses during the pandemic? Did you learn a new language? Did you subscribe to podcasts? Did you start reading a book? Yes, me. I'm sure most of us did, right? Because we felt like there's so much time. So if you're somebody who believes that learning never stops, we always see that in posts, learning never stops, then that means you're focused on your intellectual wellness. Okay? At work, do you feel that you are learning every day? And then once you stop learning, you feel like maybe I should start looking for another job because I'm not learning anymore. So if you're in that space wherein you want to learn more and more and more, that's a good sign. If you're a person who practices active listening when somebody uh, gives you an advice or talks about something and you listen intently, that means you have good intellectual, you're focusing on growing. Guys feel safe when you are at home? How about in your community as a whole? Are you living in a safe community? Not just the environment, not just the community. Is your home clutter free? Okay. This is something that we all want to work on, right? Decluttering. Okay, good assessment question. Do you dispose your trash properly? Do you segregate biodegradable, non-biodegradable? Do you do that? Are you conscious? Again, environmental wellness is you want to make sure that everything around you is stimulating and it supports your overall well-being. Occupational wellness. Do you feel excited about going to work? Or do you need to drag yourself every single day just to report to work? Even if it's just online. To you, it's like, I don't want to go to work. Okay, what you are doing right now, is it something that you enjoy doing? Is this a craft that you love? Is it a yes or a no? I love my work. Wow, this is nice. I hope we can hear that from more and more people. Why is occupational wellness important? Because it contributes a lot to our financial state, right? We go to work because we need the income. But if you are not well in this area, then it's going to affect all else. Imagine you go to work, you drag yourself to work, and you're not happy, a lot of problems. When you get home, you bring the problems at home. What about your family? What about your children? Right? Are they going to, do they need to absorb the negativity that you brought home? So this is something that you might want to think about. Again, if you want to be truly happy and successful, there has got to be balance. All these 8 dimensions need to be developed. You need to fulfill all 8, not just 1, 2, or 3. It has to be all 8. Okay, Thomas Merton said, happiness is not a matter of intensity, but of balance and order and rhythm and harmony. Okay, so before we close, thank you to everyone who shared. I would like to invite you. So we briefly touched on the dimensions, but starting next week, from February 12 until the 2nd of April, we will dive deeper into every dimension. So we will have with us guest experts who would be happy to address questions that you guys might have. Thank you, guys. This is Rachel, and this is your Light Sketch, redesigning your life one step at a time. Bye, guys.